This is a poem that I wrote during lockdown, the first lockdown in May 2020, and it seems particularly relevant today. It's called Whispers and Shouts. I'm just starting to hear it whispered. There's something in the air. People are beginning to talk about a society based on care. What would happen if we put key workers right at the heart of things, accepted that they were more important than bankers and Botox and bling, recognised that frontline work keeps us all alive, its everyday respect and dignity helps us all to thrive. But it's about much more than clapping on a Thursday night or walking around your garden just to pay for what's right. I'm not saying don't put rainbows in your windows or pray for unicorns on the moon, but this kind of desperate gesture won't change things anytime soon. Isn't it time to turn that sentiment into a violent rage, to demand that those we depend on get more than minimum wage, that nurses don't need food banks and war veterans don't live on the street, that the work that makes life possible could become the new elite? Oh, but don't exploit the crisis, I hear you start to say. This is no time to get political in this extremist way. Well, in your denial and suppression, I hear nothing but excuses, a triumph of ideology and all its pitiful uses. Who's dying most with this virus? What's the breakdown by social class? So you can take we're all in this together and stick it up your ass. And yes, you're right. I know it's not up to me to say I'm one of those who spends his time in Zoom meetings every day, dreaming in my filter bubble, just singing to the choir. But if we can't change how we come out of this, it's frying pan to fire. Another 10 years of austerity to pay for this spending spree, and the shriveled heart of little England will leave us no room to be free. So don't you think it might be time to turn this sentiment into a violent rage? To demand that those who depend on get more than minimum wage, so that nurses won't need food banks and war veterans won't live on the street, that the work that makes life possible should become the new elite.